morning, guys. I literally can't get enough of the sunset. Oh my gosh. I can't get enough of the sunrise. So I've just parked outside of the church and I've just started just watching it. It is so just breathtaking. This is what I mean when I say I love waking up early in the morning. Lamentations that says his mercies are new every morning. Just seeing that beautiful picture. It's just awesome. Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Ava. If you're new here, welcome back. If you're familiar with everything. So it is a Sunday. I woke up early this morning to take my dad to church so that I can come back ready and then go back. Just how we're working out a one-car thing. I'm saving my money for my gap year and stuff. So for traveling and missions, I'm just putting my car to the side. And so it works out anyways to just take my dad. I'm just chilling in the car now. I really should be going. I want to stop by and get coffee before I have to go in. And yeah, let's journey home. I tried to vlog, or not vlog, but just do a sit down video yesterday and just talk about some tips for just dealing with anxiety and stuff. Some common ones, but like going more in depth into them, with like things of like solitude and pulling in scripture and stuff like that. And I am not kidding. Filmed it 4 times and never once did it take it. The first time it was in a time lapse, and I just got a sense like I just feel like I need to check it. Like I need to see if it's still recording, and it wasn't recording. The second time it didn't record at all. The third time, as soon as I started talking, it cut out of focus. So the whole video, it was just blurred. I cried about it for a little bit and I went on a walk. And I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna try again tomorrow. The fact that it happened 4 times, I was like, wow, this must be really important. So we're gonna go inside and turn off the car. We're gonna make breakfast. Excited. All right, we're back in the car. That wasn't a very long vlog inside. Honestly, I think I'm just gonna have this video to just be a car chat. So I'm leaving a little bit earlier while I go to Starbucks. I usually just go to a local coffee shop, but on Sundays, literally every place around here is Christian owned, obviously, so it's a rest day on Sunday. It's the Lord's Day, so they're all closed. So we're going to Starbucks, and yeah, we're just gonna have kind of a coffee talk. And I'm going to be on the topic today of anxiety, just talking about the same stuff that I was talking about in my video that I was trying to film yesterday. So hopefully nothing goes wrong, because I really think you're going to like it. Also, today is the first time that I have used heat on my hair since Christmas Eve. I'm kind of proud of myself. Is it recording? It's recording this time. Hey guys. All right, it's that first sip. Oh. Okay, that's great. So I last week had dealt with so much anxiety to the point where like the littlest things were making me super anxious, and I was like, why are these things making me so anxious? And it was as small as like I was going out for coffee with a friend at like 10 in the morning, and I was like so worked up and so anxious. I was like, I'm so excited to go do this. Why do I feel so anxious? And this is going into the first tip that I want to talk about. I started to journal, and I know like if you've dealt with anxiety before and it's like, oh, she's just going to talk about journaling, like everybody's just telling me to journal. If you have that mindset, because I have, there's so many different ways of journaling. It's the whole process of your mind is doing so much for you, and your mind is constantly processing new ideas and different things. Like me moving my fingers, my mind and the brain to hand connection of like your mind's literally doing so much. So when we have all these extra little thoughts that we're having in our brain and everything, and it gets so cloudy because there's so much in there, it's literally like taking it out and putting it on a piece of paper, like you're taking it out of your brain so that you can see it. And 9 times out of 10 we realize, oh wait, this actually isn't as big of a deal as I thought, or oh, I'm writing out all these little things I'm anxious about, these actually all go together and everything. Is this recording? So as we're putting those things down on paper and we're realizing, oh wait, these things actually kind of go together. Or it's, okay, this is a problem. This is something that can be fixed. And so writing out, okay, this is what's wrong, but this is what I have control over. This is, because there's a level of what you have control over and a concern. And so that's why I'm saying there's so many different aspects of ways to journal and everything. And I didn't bring this piece of paper, but something that's really helping with anxiety is writing out not like a schedule for the day. That just never works with me. It just makes me frustrated more, because I'm like, oh, I didn't do this at this time, and I'm an overachiever and not really a perfectionist, but like kind of planner type thing for each individual day, and I did it for 7 days. And I talked about it in my last video as I was like testing it out, and y'all, it helped so much. I would do it the night before so that I'd get all my thoughts down, like get something, or write down the things that I wanted to accomplish tomorrow. There was like a mindfulness section, other things, which would be like going out, going grocery shopping. The mindfulness was like spending time with God, being steadfast in my prayer. I have a school section where I'd write down some things that I would need to do for school. I felt like I accomplished so much, but it's just crazy like how much anxiety can just rule over us. But understanding that we have a name who's greater than the anxiety, and we have the Holy Spirit as a helper, and we have Jesus, and so we can call on his name and just continuing to be in conversation with him. And that's kind of alludes to the next thing that I want to talk about, which is solitude. Solitude is actually what I'm going to be talking about today. This is what I'm doing this morning. I usually don't go to church this early, but I have to be there by 9:45 because I'm having a student leadership meeting, but I'm leading the Bible study for just like 10 minutes today. So I did a study on solitude, keeping busy. I like doing things. Solitude is so important. Like we can see God in the big things. Yes, we can see him in the really amazing things that we will see him working through, or just hearing him speak through something grand. But I'm reading in 1 Kings chapter 19, and he's talking to Elijah. Elijah secluded himself because he was stressed out. He was angry. People were turning against God, and he removed himself from the situation. He went to a cave, and the Lord was talking to him, and he went out of the cave, and there was wind, and there was fire and earthquakes, and it says, but the Lord was not in those things. He was in the gentle whisper that followed that. So the Lord is, yes, in the big things, but he's also in the small things, and being able to tune our ears to the gentle whisper that the Lord also speaks to. And I've really been practicing just genuine solitude over the past weekend, just from being so anxious and stuff. You don't have to do this, but I just laid down on my floor and just listened. I listened in the quiet. It was quiet. It's also good practice if you don't want to be around your phone and stuff. Accepting the nothingness, accepting that if you have moments of your day to be on social media just mindlessly, then you have moments to do that. And I know, like, it's like, oh, I don't have time. I have this, and this, and this. But I'm telling you, if you cut out moments of just, I'm not saying so, like, you don't have to completely cut out social media. Like, I like it. I like it as a journal, and for a lot of my friends use that for communication. So I wouldn't say, like, you have to cut it out completely, but understand that doesn't need to be your space filler. Because if, like, somebody walks away from the table, that if you go out to dinner with someone and it's like, oh, pull up my phone, like, it's just a natural unconscious space filler that we do. And I know that I probably won't be quiet in a restaurant, but just accepting the nothingness and stuff. But just as Elijah secluded himself, even Jesus would rise before the sun and go and spend time with God. And it's not so much as like about you of like, oh, I need to do this to like recharge and stuff. It's more about spending time with God. I'm telling you, the more you do, I know that we can get frustrated sometimes if you're hearing me talk about like how like I experience genuine joy when I'm in the presence of God and taking that practice, because you can't be familiar with something if you don't take the time to become familiar with it. And I know like you can hear other people talking about like the genuine joy. Like I smiled genuinely yesterday when I was just sitting in the silence, just actively listening to God and pursuing after him as he was pursuing after me. And we can get frustrated. It's like, oh, but I just want to be like, I just want to experience that. It's like your distance from God is on you. That's on you for not being close to God. And taking that initiative in the spiritual disciplines to go after him. Yes, like, we have a mission on this world to tell others about Jesus, but like, this world is literally meaningless. You know, like, for a while I had the mindset of like, oh, I love social media, like, as a journal and stuff, and I literally just said that, and I think it's great for like encouraging and stuff, and that's kind of more what I've moved into with social media and stuff. It's like literally anything that I'm building up for myself or being on social media, like, that's literally not going to last. And so why am I spending my time just filling that? So those couple things, they really go hand in hand for anxiety and stuff. And you can journal your prayers too. Like, I love journaling my prayers, being able to write it all out and then say it to God, picking out the different things, talking with him through it, because he promises us that we're not going to be alone. He promises to be with us every step of the way. I really hope that this could just help you, and just, it's hard to hear that it's on you, your separation that you feel from God and the distance that you feel, but I really pray that that encourages you to want to move closer to God. Like, please just get past your selfish mindset. I'm not just saying that like I've never dealt with that, because I have. And I'm not saying that I've also, like, I've arrived, like, I'm past that. It's an everyday, every step of the way, denying yourself daily and taking up your cross and going after Jesus, running the race set before you, every day denying yourself. So if that means for you specifically to cut out social media, then cut out social media. I'm gonna start up the car. I did cut it off just because. Good morning. What time is it? 9:27. Time to go. I'll see you guys in a little bit, and we'll chat a little bit later today. So I cleaned up my room Saturday night so that I can wake up on Sunday morning and just have a clean space for the rest of the week. And it just really, that's another thing, just when you deal with anxiety, is taking the initiative to be like, I know that I really don't feel like I need to clean up, but it's going to help my mental state so much. Like I said before, clearing your mind, like, just kind of the same thing from like getting your thoughts out and putting them on pieces of paper. Clearing your floor and just having that clean space just helps you have a clearer mind and stuff like that. So in these moments of solitude that I've really been practicing, church went fantastic. I love teaching, really practicing aspects of solitude. I did not make like any plans over the weekend, which was kind of unintentional. But then when I realized that I didn't have any plans, I intentionally didn't make any more spontaneous kinds of plans. Like, listen. It's so quiet, and it's so nice to be able to just sit in the silence, and I'm honestly feeling like I'm gonna get used to it, because I feel like I'll be recharged and ready, like, for the week and everything, especially because I tend to be more introverted. But anyways, I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and make sure to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel, because I would love to have you join everything. As you can probably tell, I still just woke up, and I like pulled up the camera and I was like, alright, brush my hair, get it all nice. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope that you have an amazing rest of your weeks. Make sure to set some time aside to spend with the Lord and intentionally listen to him, because in our times of prayer, and yes, you can pray in solitude and times when you pull away, but make sure that you're actively just creating that space and that time for the Lord to speak to you. You guys have a great rest of your day, rest of your week, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.